baby, you know I'm grinding. Yeah, I'm out here trying to get paid. Time is the flying. Yeah, move up, couldn't finish second. This is my timing. Yeah, I always gotta keep it 100. I'm never lying. I'm a pistol packing toe tagger. I'm really gritty. Yeah, I'm busting, throwing up the foes. This is my city. Yeah, I'm never getting outsmarted. I'm really witty. Yeah, I run up on a op, nigga. I show no pity. In the cut and roll of wood. Yeah, these the nerves. I'm a West End nigga, but I'm not from the burbs. Yeah, been trapping since a baby. Yeah, I hopped off the curb. Yeah, I used to chase the bird. Now I play with birds. Woke up and smoke a L. Yeah, I light to the sky. Yeah, I always be 100. I ain't telling no lie. Yeah, I pin up to the pad. Gotta write my rhyme. Yeah, I'm hitting on the weed. I'm getting high. I'm tryna go ride till the sun come up. I'm tryna go ride.
Contact! Got it covered.
Gotcha. Let's kick this in.
Right with you.
Hold on, I've got this. I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Looking sharp,
Try to
Ramos.
keep Veronica out of trouble, will
Hey
you?
yourself, kiddo. Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with? That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it. Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. Fine by me. Later.
Why's your friend there glaring at me like that? Did I bump into him or something? Try to keep Veronica out of trouble, would you?
You've been outside. Is the NCR really still hunting us?
Try to keep Veronica out of trouble, would you? How may I assist you?
Don't work too hard there. Ibsen?
Oh, it's you, Veronica. Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is. Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment. One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it. Oh, there are patrols, just not exploratory ones. We've been in a state of lockdown for, well, let's just say it's been a while. The only time anyone gets to go topside is guard duty, or to gather provisions. Other than that, it's steel walls and fluorescent lights for us. That's not really for me to say. It's a bit of a touchy subject. You should probably forget I mentioned it. Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd. What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move. Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Hey. How may I assist you?
Hey.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to. Seconds.
Initiate.
Damn, it's jumped. I thought we might have had it that time.
How may I assist you?
Did you want to try isolating the virus? All right. I'll monitor when it jumps. When I give the signal, start checking terminals.
Hey.
How may I assist you?
Look, and what I'm about to say,
The
I
virus
don't mean
just
there's any
jumped.
offense
Find
to
which
you.
terminals it went to.
I know where your sympathies lie.
Okay.
I wouldn't want the Brotherhood or the followers. Or the Vegas families running the Mojave. All of them. Are
10
a different
seconds.
kind of fuck up. NCR just has some shaping up to do. Maybe Caesar kicking them in the nuts is a nice wake-up call, is all I'm saying.
Damn, it's jumped. I thought we might have had it that time.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Did you want to try isolating the virus? All right.
How may I assist you?
The virus just jumped.
How may I assist you?
You actually did it! If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right? Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest. Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Yeah? It's our virtual reality training hall. We don't really go out all that often anymore. Yeah, we used to go out a lot more back when we were at Helios Station. I mean, never mind. You didn't hear that, okay? I'm not supposed to talk about this in front of outsiders. What do you mean by shouldn't I be in school? You see, I'm not like the other kids here. This probably won't make sense to an outsider. We all have to take a mandatory VR combat test. It helps us train for combat situations. Turns out, I received the highest marks out of everyone in my class. In fact, Head Scribe Taggart actually asked that I get transferred for VR specialist training, so I'm his assistant now. I don't need to go to school anymore. But I do miss hanging out with all the other kids. It's all serious here. Everyone's older than me, and they treat me like I'm a little kid. But at least I get to skip all these boring lectures, right? Well, just like everyone here, I grew up in the Brotherhood. My dad was a scribe, and my mom was a paladin. They both died at Helios 1. So, ever since then, the Brotherhood brought me in, and they're my family now. Well, it happened about 5 years ago. I still remember what happened. You know, sometimes I wish I could take things back. I remember I got into this pretty huge argument with my dad. I didn't know it would be the last day I'd ever see him again. He'd always tell me everything was gonna be alright, but it wasn't alright. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Is there anything else you wanted to know? Bye.
I can hardly notice that lazy eye anymore, Watkins.
I'm surprised you're not wearing that hood to hide your hair like you usually do, Veronica.
Yes? What is it? Ah, the outsider. I suppose it's too much to ask Ramos to keep outsiders away from our research. I'm Head Scribe Taggart. If you don't mind, I have some important things to do. Yes? What is it? Everyone in the base has to spend a minimum of 5 hours a week running tactical simulation. It wasn't always this way. When we first moved into the bunker, everyone was so excited that the VR systems were intact. Over time, though, my brothers have become impatient. They feel nothing quite emulates what's outside in the real world. That being said, Apprentice Watkins is such a joy to work with. Her unbridled enthusiasm for virtual combat is unparalleled. Not far from it, when we reclaimed this bunker, I found a number of VR tapes. Most were corrupted, but a few programs still ran. I studied them and I was able to code the training VR as well as other applications. Goodbye.
Scribe Taggart, it's your favorite student.
Yes. Well, it's nice to see you too, Veronica.
Watkins.
Hello, Veronica.
Sure could use a drink.
Hey.
Why is your friend there glaring at me like that? Did I bump into him or something?
You've been a great help, outsider. Thank you for all your hard work.
If we could just combine the best qualities of laser and plasma weaponry.
McNamara's done a pretty good job, given the situation he was handed.
How may I assist you? If you're planning to take Veronica with you, be sure to have a good pair of earplugs with you. I'm kidding, Veronica. Put the power fist down. How may I assist you?
Evening.
Evening. How may I assist you?
Oh, you must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here. Goodbye.
Evening.
You look tired, Ibsen.
Hmm? Oh, it's you, Veronica.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast this as well.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
When you first came here, I'll admit. But after giving the matter some thought, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be granted access to leave this complex. There is much the Brotherhood can offer. What do you say, out? Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, you being one of the very few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or to retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing. Up until now, we haven't disclosed this information. I need you to find out what's happened with those 3 patrols. I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape. These holotapes had information regarding their mission, and you can use these to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but the position should show on your map once you reach the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring me each of the holotapes from all 3 patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of our equipment. You still won't be able to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful for you.
What's up? See you around. I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well. No, but it does make it easier to forgive him. He's just misguided. It's not too late to change his mind. He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it. I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea. Our elder before McNamara, he had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it. That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members. Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide. I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast this as well.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time. I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's. If he sees some indisputable sign that we're fighting a war for a... The only thing...
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
Sorry about that. Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
Gotta still be here.
Don't see a thing.
Shh. Eyes and ears.
Howdy.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology. Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun. More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course. It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it should show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip. Okay, what better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran. I like the way you think.
Judging by that bus...
be around.
Veronica, I hope...
I brought you a present. This disc has secrets to breeding plants that can thrive in the wasteland.
These plants... I, Elder Maxon, didn't found the Brotherhood of Steel for us to be botanists, Veronica.
Think about it. No more trading guns for food. Total self-sufficiency. It's what we always wanted.
This won't get us Hoover Dam.
Yes, it will. If we feed people, they'll support us. They'll join us.
What does the Codex say?
A bunch of close-minded bullshit.
We do not help them or let them in.
But...
we keep knowledge that they must never have.
give it a chance. For me. I can't stay here and watch us waste away.
I'm sorry.
We'll die out.
I know.
Come on. I can't listen to this anymore. He wouldn't listen. The truth was right there staring him in the face. How could he not listen? No. Our case wouldn't be any stronger if tomorrow they all died when their energy weapons backfired. I just didn't expect that. There was no getting through to him. How can I help them when they won't accept it? I don't know if I can stay. Maybe it'd be better for everyone if I left. Spent my life somewhere else. Work with the followers of the apocalypse, maybe. Put my knowledge to some good use. Or I can stay here with the people I care about and do whatever I can until it comes to a slow or sudden end. Okay, so take the Brotherhood, replace their knowledge of superweapons with half as much knowledge of medicine and farming, sprinkle in a little compassion for people outside their group and healthy disrespect for authority, and voila, followers. I never really considered joining before, but now that I think about it, it really sounds like it could be a good fit, doesn't it? Not even a hint, huh? Geez, I really am all alone on this one. I guess I'll stay. If I left, there wouldn't be any coming back. It might be something I'd instantly regret. Things are gonna get harder for the Brotherhood before they get easier. I should support them in whatever way I can. Let's get going. I'd like to get my mind off all this, and some fresh air would do me some good, right about now.
Hey.
Why are we hiding down here? We should be avenging our fallen brothers.
How may I assist you?
Shh. We're hunting shitheads.
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this. High Elder Maxon didn't just found the Brotherhood, he defined it. To serve in the Brotherhood is to serve his ideals. Our way of life is based on them. We know no other path. There is no other path. With her leanings, Veronica spits in the face of every knight, paladin, and scribe to serve in our ranks. Respect nothing. She plants a whisper in his ear, poisoning him against the Codex. No. This has to end now. Execute them.
And then...
God, I should get used to this, I guess. People get desperate. They turn on each other. First thing to go is trust. I don't think it's ever going to be the same for me in there. Knowing no matter what I do, it's going to end badly. But they're all I have. I think so. Two things the Brotherhood has a lot of: hardheads and lasers. Wouldn't be the first time a disagreement ended like this. Plus, we killed all the witnesses. Yeah, I've got the rest of my life to help them out. I could spare a little while to see things through with you. No, I think it is. I have to be... They need me. Good idea. Definitely dead. Hey, that's not okay.
Oh, hey there.
Welcome to the range. Sure, the Elder's already given the...
You must be the stranger I've been hearing about. Sorry, but I'm strictly forbidden from offering our tech to outsiders like yourself. Besides, I'm a little busy right now. Sorry, outsider, but...
Hey.
When you first came here, I'll admit, I didn't know what to expect. But after giving the matter some thought, I believe an outsider would be of great help to us. I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be granted access to leave this complex. There is much the Brotherhood can offer. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us? Then allow me to explain our situation. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or to retrieve material. 3 such teams have gone missing. Up until now, we haven't disclosed this information. I need you to find out what's happened with those 3 patrols. I'm glad I can count on you. These holotapes had I've given the order, but hopefully some of...
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say? Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend listening to both of us, and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen? As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed. Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him. Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced. I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any 2 others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership. I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me. Which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it? If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough? That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there. What is it, Outsider? Have you discovered anything? If you must. It's a travesty is what it is. Every second we sit on our hands down here is another second that we're not fulfilling our sworn duty. It's not that I dislike the Elder, but I strongly disapprove of his current style of leadership. We're safe, yes, but at what cost? After lifting the lockdown, the first thing I'd do is send scouts out to recon the area. We need to know what's going on out there. Next, I'd resume patrols in the near vicinity, and begin sending search teams out to the spots the scouts reported were relatively safe. It's standard procedure when a chapter relocates to an area, but standard procedure wasn't our last Elder's style, either. Elijah was a strange one. His even becoming Elder was highly questionable, seeing as how he was a scribe. Typically, only paladins are eligible. But an exception was made in his case on account of him being a genius. Unfortunately, whatever scientific acumen he had didn't extend to tactics. Trying to defend Helios was a blunder of the worst kind, and many brothers lost their lives because of it. Many of the senior paladins, myself included, advised him to fight a retreating action, but he refused to budge. Said he almost had it working. We never did find out exactly what he was talking about. When the perimeter was finally overrun, the Elder had simply vanished. Helios was the worst goddamn action I've seen in a long, long career of fighting. Bye.
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information in the data store useful. I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again. Bye. Hello again, my friend. Well, the majority of topics fall on... You might...
Your presence here, outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. So you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it. I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the Elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, But we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day. Who was Elijah more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story. Bye. How may I assist you?
Hello again, my friend. Well, the majority of topics. You might have better...
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with? That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
no mood for hunting. Don't need this right now.
Words. What is this, the hokey pokey?
I've been waiting.
Don't mind trailblazing as long as we got the ammo. And whiskey. Serving up some hurt.
I've had worse.
How may I serve you, master? How may I serve you, mistress?
Guess we made it.
Hello? Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Valid facial pattern detected. Unauthorized facial pattern. Second. Override accepted.
Now there goes the pain.
Am I gonna have to take that away from you?
Thing is, I really just wanted an excuse to drink. Should last me for a while.
Okay.
How may I serve you, mistress? How may I serve you, mistress? How may I serve you, master? How may I serve you, master? Unauthorized facial pattern. Over.
See you around.
Valid facial pattern detected.
We all gotta go sometime.
Welcome to Repcon. I can answer whatever questions you'd like, provided your query is limited to Repcon history. Research. Repcon's illustrious history began way back in 2054, shortly after the famous Delta 11 rocket was completed and launched. Repcon's initial focus was on the development of fuel to be used in orbital propulsion, in response to the energy crisis of 2050. The company really took off when Rob... Very well. Feel free to ask me more about Repcon, Ed. The tour showcases Repcon's amazing scientific contributions. Ready for the Repcon tour, Rocketeers? Courtesy of...
You hear that?
Shh. Eyes and ears.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment. Whoa, simmer down. I'll tell you, I'm a gambler and a scavenger. I've made some cash from gambling and some cash from reclaiming goods that are no longer being used. Now, do you want my help or not? Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the Boomers? What rock have you been living under? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nellis. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat. There is a way, and I'll tell you. For a little wager. Well, I know the secret to get past. If you give me the caps, I'll tell you. If you make it back alive, I'll double your money. All right, I suppose I can cut you a deal, but not a cap lower. I gotta make a living here. Okay, here you go. That page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not. Remember, I'll pay double your wager if you make it back.
This is Ranger Morales from Camp McCarry. I'm from the 47th Precinct. I'm northeast of the REPCON headquarters, and... Fuck!
He's limping! Ranger boy! How's it feel to get shot?
Fuck!
Motherfucker!
I'm out of stim packs. Is that all you've got? Is that all you fucking got?
Keep shooting! Keep shooting! like that?
I'm hit! For the Brotherhood!
You're mine. Teach you to
Poor
mess with
bastards.
me.
The NCR is fortunate to have your support. Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Staying low. Are you drunk?
Take him out.
Trouble.
Got it covered.
In no mood for hunting.
Uh-oh.
Contact! Got it covered.
And then, the fight.
Take him out.
Enough of that. What's all this? Bad guys won't see us coming.
You hear that?
Shh. Eyes and ears. Too bad.
Hold it right there! Don't you move! How the hell did you survive that bombardment? But I had you zeroed in the whole time! Nobody's that fast! Move a muscle now, and I'll blow you to pieces. Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you. I oversee the security of the Nellis homeland, from the coordination of the defenses to the training and fitness of its population. I wasn't the one firing the howitzers. If you want to see how I kill savages, I'll show you. Or you can accept Mother Pearl's invitation. It's your choice. As I said, she is our eldest. Mother Pearl has lived at Nellis from the start and has the wisdom of her age. She said this day would come, and that any savage to reach our gates should be brought to her. Follow close, and mind your behavior.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit. Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child. Explosive ordnance is what keeps the savages at a distance. Except you. There's something special about you, child, and it was the howitzers that gave you a chance to show it. Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. we'll have to see. You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis. You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up. How is your visit with us going, stranger? I haven't heard anything. Each of the elders would appreciate us. Seek out Jack, Loyal, Raquel, and Argyle. They will guide you. Bye.
Hey, I've got my sights on you, outsider.
I don't think you should be here. We survived out here pretty well so far without any help from the outside.
I still can't believe you
Whatever
ran
you're selling,
through
we
that
have
artillery barrage.
Watch for scorpions.
Evening.
Found the missing patrols? Or was there something else on your mind? They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent the patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst. We sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all the reports.
Hey, Ramos.
Evening. What do you want? And don't try anything funny. You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now. after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends. That report must reach the Elder's hands. I have nothing further to give you.
Think I'm gonna be sick.
You okay?
Whoa, why are you leaning in? Sounds good. All right then.
What is this? The hokey?
Hey. Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me? Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
Stay away. Kill me.
Hey, approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go. Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory. Which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event, I've recorded my findings in this report. Please deliver it to the Elder. I'm sure he will find the contents most interesting.
What happened with the scouts? Do you have word on that, or do you have something else to discuss? Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review this in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, outsider. You've become someone I can count on. I believe I can share something rather confidential with you. The device that creates the sandstorms was used to hide our location. It was only intended to be used in emergencies. It was never meant to be used with regularity, and the other systems here were not designed to accommodate such usage. It simply cannot handle the amount of sand and grit which has accumulated over the past few years. As a result, the system is failing, albeit slowly. I'm told we only have a few months left before it shuts down. Should that happen, it will become impossible to breathe here in the bunker. The air quality is already worsening. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one that brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Hello?
Hey.
Good to see you again. What can I help you with? I, wish you the best of luck. We haven't had the best success in getting those components. It's been a very arduous task. Okay, alright. I'll tell you what items you need. In order to keep the system running, we need a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner, and several HEPA cartridge filters. At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you.
Hey.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing here? You got some kind of fucking death wish, asshole? Final warning, asshole. If you're fucking carrying, just fucking say so. Yeah, deliver to the boss. Business as usual.
Motor runners down in the maintenance wing. Straight through the door behind me, down the hall, down the stairs to the right. We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at him.
Never mind.
What the fuck are you looking at? I wouldn't mind hitting that. She put out?
Yeah, better run.
Nah, forget
them,
it.
Not us.
I wouldn't mind hitting that. She put out?
Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there. Hey, got any jet? Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
I wouldn't mind hitting that. She put out? Goddamn, I need a fix. Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there. So long as the cons keep making it, I keep getting high. So long as the cons keep making it, I keep getting high.
I wasn't expecting a resupply so soon.
With that new sheriff down
So you have anything from Red Rock Canyon to sell me? I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vaults are all dead. We killed them. Funny thing is, they just let us in. We didn't have to force the doors or anything. We needed some place to put down some roots. I was having trouble keeping my people out of West Side. I try to keep my people out of West Side. Apart from trying to stay on good terms with the cons who do business there, there's a mean son of a bitch. That fucking mutant is more trouble to kill than to avoid. Having some place for my people to sleep reduces the chances of drifting into West Side. I'm paying 20K.
Goddamn.
All right, 22 caps each, but that's it. Okay. Okay. Then get the fuck out! I'm a busy man.
I need to get some more cams.
I wasn't expecting a resupply. Okay. All right. Thanks for doing business.
What the fuck are you looking at?
I need to get some more cams.
There's the pain. Am I gonna have to take that away from you?
Thing is,
Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
All mine.
Over here. For the Brotherhood! Hey!
staying low.
All clear.
Hey! That's enough of that.
We all gotta go sometime.
How may I assist you?
Hey, good to see you. Alive, that is. Have you found all of the components yet? Really? Wow, that's fantastic. I knew you could do it all along. I'll get right to work installing these. Why don't you go tell the Elder the good news? I'm sure it'll be a huge load off of his shoulders.
Hey.
How may I assist you?
Glad I left the outpost behind.
Back again, I see. Have you found all the components we need? Good news for a change. Your efforts have humbled me, outsider. You have done more than I could have ever expected, even from my brothers. Moreover, I've been going over the scouting reports, and I keep coming up with the same conclusion. The NCR is not the threat I believed them to be. I believed my actions were guided by caution and prudence, but I now see the truth. People called me a hero after what happened at Helios, but I left that battle scarred by fear. I've allowed that weakness to govern my actions. That ends now. I will undo the harm I've done. I will lift the lockdown. With luck, we will once again flourish. I realize this isn't much, but I'd like to give you a small token of my thanks. It's all I'm allowed to give to an outsider. This key will allow you to use our safe house in the Northeast. I hope you find it helpful.
Yes! Finally! Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome. Hardin is now gathering forces to attack Helios. I hope to dissuade him. What can I do for you? It serves as a camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners. You've certainly earned the right. But I need you to do something. Exceptional individuals like yourself are sometimes allowed to join the Brotherhood if they perform a valuable service for it. While your actions up to this point have been commendable, I'm afraid they don't quite qualify as being such a service. However, I do have another task for you. Would you consider taking it? One of our scouting patrols sent us some new information. During our seclusion, the mutants of the Northeast region have become increasingly more violent. However, this turn of events could also be an opportunity. In the past, we've left the equipment there alone, mostly out of respect. Up until this point, the mutants haven't posed a problem. However, given our circumstances, we'll need to change things accordingly. I want you to head up to the summit of Black Mountain and install this remote signal transmitter in one of their consoles. It will allow us to tap into the radar, as well as the detection systems running there, assuming they're still operational. If we're going to operate on the surface again, This will allow us to have more information and intel regarding our surroundings. Report back after your findings. Good luck.
Pardon?
Got him. Like a party. Got one. Looks like a party. Watch out.
There's nothing here for you, human. Though it is always good to see you.
Target reacquired.
Caught me good and pissed. In no mood for hunting. Bad guys won't see us coming.
Up and smoke a L, yeah, I light to the sky. Yeah, I always be 100, I ain't telling no lie. Yeah, I pin up to the pad, gotta write my rhyme. Yeah, I'm hitting on the weed, I'm getting high. I'm tryna go ride till the sun come up. I'm tryna